suffers with lower back pain, or he suffers with neck pain, or whatever it will be, one of the things that makes him feel better instantly, it's back to that irrational tooth pain. It now feels worse because I might not be able to get it. It now feels better because I have got it. Physically, nothing changed. For a person suffering with back pain, they do not want to be the only person suffering with it because they're outside of the pack. If they're outside of the pack, they're vulnerable. You put them in a pack, they're safe. Even though the pain's still the same, the problem's still the same. Psychologically, they feel less vulnerable. Facebook has created a pack. You're in the pack. We're all in it together. The guy who's outside of the pack, it takes a lot of balls not to be part of it because he feels like he's missing out. What if he's missing out on something that he needs to know to survive? That's the belief pattern that's going through their body. So as the masses are addicted to things like Facebook and Twitter and every 15 minutes looking at what somebody's doing, they're doing it because they feel like they needed to know what is going on to survive. They can't live with the feeling of missing out on some information that subconsciously they think they needed to know to survive. Or be insignificant. They will be made to feel insignificant if they didn't know something was going on that they could have found out on Facebook. If they're insignificant, it doesn't fill one of the basic human needs. So when you tell a patient, we've heard your story before, you put them into a pack. Yeah. That's what it does. They're not isolated anymore. They're not on their own. They're not vulnerable. Somebody knows it. It doesn't really matter anymore now. They can forget about it because somebody knows their problem. And it goes back again even deeper to every single time you have a problem in your life that lasts for a few days or pain, your brain just kicks into shit. Like, what if this is? Like this thing called Google now, you'll put your symptom in and the first thing you'll see is probably cancer or like, doesn't matter what it is. That's just what you'll see when you Google. Yeah, well, you'll just see like survival rate 20, and you're like, oh shit. Like you'll see a snippet of it and it's like, oh my God. Like, and then you'll do the worst thing. I don't even want to read it, but you've seen 20% survival. Fuck. Like, and that's on your brain now for 3 days. And you can't live with yourself anymore. So it'll be a decision that when you tell them you've heard it before, somebody else knows the answer. If somebody else knows the answer, I can stop thinking about it. It's over to you. It's clarity, yeah. But you've also absolved me as a patient from having to make any more decisions. I don't have to search anymore. I don't feel vulnerable. I can basically just plonk myself in your world because you know what you're doing. You've fixed this before. And what it also does is a big one, don't neglect this one. If you tell them I've heard your story before because a lady called Mary came in last week with the exact same problems, what it does is it tells that person on the phone that it's okay to do business with you because somebody else just like them does. Yeah. Therefore, again, I'm not the first person to make a decision on Paul Gough Physio Rooms with this problem. Somebody else has done it. Therefore, if I get this wrong, I can say, well, everybody else did it and I'm just doing what the rest of the world did. Yeah.
Thanks for watching this video, and if you found it helpful, and if you now find yourself thinking, I wonder what else this person can help me with, head over to paulgough.com/books, where you can find my best-selling books, which will show you how to add more profit to your practice. Or send an email to paul@paulgough.com to ask about how we can help you accelerate the growth and profitability of your clinic. And by the way, if you know anybody who would find this helpful, please share this video out. Thanks so much.